Hi everyone, my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in today's video I want to talk about something I think many of you quietly struggle with. Not just the steps or the products, but the feeling that something still isn't working. You go through your skincare routine and often feel frustrated without really knowing why. And the real issue is the way we've come to think about skincare as a whole, and the belief that your skin is supposed to look a certain way and that if it doesn't, something must be wrong with you, but never the product. And I think most of you don't really question that belief, because the advice around skincare sounds so reasonable, at least it did for me. You hear it everywhere, even from dermatologists, so you think it must be true. And so you follow the steps, the routine that's been repeated over and over again, like it's just some common sense. You cleanse to remove dirt, makeup or sunscreen from your face. Then you use a toner to exfoliate, restore balance or calm the skin. Then you treat your specific skin concerns. And finally, you seal it all in with a moisturizer. And on sunny days, if you leave the house, you add sunscreen to protect your skin from sun damage. So you follow all the steps for days, months, maybe even years. And then nothing really happens. Or even worse, maybe your skin gets more irritated, or you end up stuck in a loop of needing products just to keep things stable. So you think, maybe I'm not using it right, maybe I'm not consistent enough, maybe I didn't give it enough time, maybe the product isn't strong enough, or maybe the one I bought was fake. I mean, you get the idea. My point is, it always comes back to you thinking you did something wrong. But what if the problem isn't actually you? What if these routines were never made for you in the first place? Or what if the advice, even when it sounds logical, was designed for a version of skin most people simply don't have? Or worse, what if it was created entirely for business, not to help but to sell? To push products, build routines, and convince you that help is always just one more purchase away. Because here's the truth. Modern skincare advice was built around a very specific kind of person. The face on the packaging, the model, and now the influencer. And then that same advice is sold to people exposed to environmental issues like very bad air quality, a poor diet that disrupts hormones and causes inflammation, chronic stress that leads to poor sleep, and non-stop emotional strain. And all of that, every single factor, shows up in your skin. So when you don't get perfect results, you don't question the advice, you blame yourself. Then you try again. You maybe switch products, add another serum, watch another video, and each time it feels like maybe this one will finally be the thing that works. But it never quite does. And what you're really doing without even realizing it is cycling through slightly different versions of the same false promise, that your skin is a problem to be solved with the right product. But it's not. Your skin isn't broken. It's reacting, it's adapting, it's responding to everything happening inside your body and your environment and your life. It's crying for help. It's saying, please stop, I can't handle this anymore. What are you doing to me? And no topical product, no matter how well marketed, is going to override all of that. That's not to say skincare is useless. It's not. There are products that help. It's just not with the things most people think they help with, because most of what's sold as skincare today is about compliance and consumption, not healing. That's just how our economy works. Sick systems sell better. It's about keeping you stuck in the loop, buying, tweaking, comparing, hoping while your skin stays more or less the same. And when the products don't deliver, you don't question the system, you question yourself, as always. You assume you didn't try hard enough, didn't wait long enough, didn't do it exactly right. So you scroll through forums, you read reviews, you watch videos like on YouTube, TikTok, whatever platform you may be using. And what you mostly see are people saying that the product worked for them. But what you don't realize is that the majority of these stories are fake. They are planted, paid for, fabricated. They are part of the machine. And once you're in that cycle, it's hard to even see it, because the algorithm makes sure you don't, unless you take a step back or you've been behind the scenes like I have. And maybe that's where the shift really begins, in thinking about skincare differently. Skincare isn't the enemy, but the way most people think about it today absolutely needs radical change. Because your skin isn't some isolated surface you just fix with a chemical. It's a mirror, a reflection of what's going on, like your diet, your stress, your physical health, your emotions, and the world around you. So if you've tried everything and your skin still isn't fixed, maybe it's not supposed to be. Maybe your skin is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, protecting you, adapting, trying to communicate that something deeper needs attention. You don't need a 10-step skincare routine. You need to understand that skincare is a tool, not a cure. Use a cleanse if your face is dirty or if you want to remove makeup or sunscreen. Use an exfoliant if you're trying to get rid of dead skin cells, the kind that builds up and starts to show on the surface. Use a hydrating toner or serum if you want your skin to look temporarily smooth or shiny. Use a moisturizer if your skin needs protection, like in dry weather or winter wind. And use sunscreen if you're out in the sun. That's skincare. But do you need any of it? Probably not. I've proven that to myself over the last 15 months in my own clinical trial. But can it help in specific moments? Of course. But if you're dealing with acne, that's your gut health, which influences your hormones and triggers inflammation. If you're trying to slow aging, that's genetics, lifestyle, and yes, time, which no one can reverse. If you're chasing glass skin, that's lighting, filters, and marketing, repackaged over and over to keep you buying. The solution isn't another product. It's changing the way you think about skin in the first place. Stop chasing someone else's version of perfect. Start listening to your own skin. It's trying to tell you something. Because no influencer, no label, and no doctor knows your skin better than you do. If you stop following and start paying attention. And if the advice doesn't match your reality, then maybe it's not your skin that needs fixing, but maybe it's the advice.